Hey everybody, it's Mike Frieder here with On-Call Compliance Solutions, and I'm back with another compliance tip of the week. This week we're talking about CMMC Control CM.L2-3.4.5. Define, document, approve, and enforce physical and logical access restrictions associated with changes to organizational systems. So hey, if you're a defense contractor who's feeling overwhelmed, tired, and alone, trying to understand all of this CMMC, DFARS, and NIST SP 800-171 compliance stuff on top of an already colossal workload, well, I've got great news for you. You found your home here at On-Call Compliance Solutions, where we can help you transform into your company's on-call compliance hero. Let's jump into it. So, in CMMC Control CM.L2-3.4.5, define, document, approve, and enforce physical and logical access restrictions associated with changes to organizational systems. I got to tell you, this is a big one. And it's a control thing that is going to take more than just the IT department here, because it's talking about both physical and logical security, which means we've got to work together, baby. Yes, IT, physical security, the works. We're all involved in this one, and lots of things assessors are going to be looking for on this one. So let's get straight into it. Let's check out what the assessors are looking for on this one, and I think that's the fastest way to know what will make them happy. So first assessment point, determine if physical access restrictions associated with changes to the system are defined. So if we define what physical access restrictions exist. Now, again, we've got a definition typically in our plan in the beginning that talks about all of the different elements of the physical security system. Things like door access swipes, lock and key, cameras, you name it. So again, that shortens up our answer and allows us to put a simple answer that says physical access restrictions are defined by the physical premise security system. And again, we should have a policy that says, hey, our physical premise security system contains these elements, and that's how we know that we are properly protecting and can demonstrate that to an assessor. So again, very key is to have a physical security policy. Determine if physical access restrictions associated with changes to the system are documented. Physical premise security is documented within the organization's physical premise security system documentation. Pretty simple and straightforward. Determine if physical access restrictions associated with changes to the system are approved. Now we start getting into some more interesting things. Physical access restrictions are approved by the organization's CIO, who is in charge of the building's physical premise security. So again, now we're naming someone who is ultimately in charge of the building's physical security. Very important. We got to have somebody who we can say is in charge of this. Next, determine if physical access restrictions associated with changes to the system are enforced. The building's physical premise security system is enforced, active, and is tested daily by all authorized users accessing the physical premise. Of course, right? Every time you hit a door swipe, that's a test to see if it's going to work. Every time you use a lock and key, do we know if the key works? Every time we show up on camera with the security camera, the entrances, exits, and security sensitive areas, well, do the cameras pick us up? And so that's a daily test of the system. Next, determine if logical access restrictions associated with changes to the system are defined. Now be careful, we're switching from physical to logical here. All of a sudden you're going from physical premise security to IT security. So again, logical access restrictions are defined within the firewall, network infrastructure, system permissions, Active Directory, group policy, and individual system access. So again, with this, we're definitely kind of moving the needle from physical into more of an IT world. Next assessment point. I know this is a big control, you guys. Lots of assessment points. Determine if logical access restrictions associated with changes to the system are documented. Logical access restrictions are documented within configuration baselines and network documentation. Next, determine if logical access restrictions associated with changes to the system are approved. Logical access restrictions associated with the system changes are approved via the IT ticketing system. Finally, determine if logical access restrictions associated with the changes to the system are enforced. Aha! Are they actually enabled and working? Enforcement of logical access restrictions associated with changes to the system are executed as a part of the IT ticketing resolution process and tested by authorized users to ensure they get the intended result in coordination with the IT team. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a whole lot of assessment points and a whole lot of information to cover, and everybody's going to be a little bit different on this one. And it's always tough when you've got to really have multiple members of your team working together to come up with the answer to a single control. So hey, at On-Call, the good news is we can help. We work with defense contractors just like you who've had the DFARS, NIST, ITAR, and CMMC compliance stuff dropped in their laps like a seagull on a sunny day. We teach you how to level up and be a proper on-call compliance hero for your company, eliminating gaps, gray areas, and getting this solved, all while showing you how to leverage compliance as your secret weapon to land more defense work with higher profit margins. Now, that's what becoming an on-call compliance hero can do for you. If you're looking for more help getting compliant, our compliance experts are always on call for you. Visit CMMCComplianceSecrets.com or check out the bio below for links to help get help right now. Love the content we're putting out here for you. Help us out with a big thumbs up on that like button. It really means the world to us when you do that. And smash the subscribe button to get the latest compliance content as soon as our compliance nerds roll it out. Until the next compliance tip, my friends, stay safe and secure out there, and hit us in the comments below to let us know what you'd like to know more about when it comes to information security and compliance. I'll see you next time.